listening and speaking skill. You must listen to develop your listening abilities. You must listen carefully and attentively. It will never work to passively listen to something you don't comprehend. So listening carefully is important. What's the difference between passive and active listening? Why doesn't passive listening work? That is the question. What is passive listening? What is the definition of passive listening? When you listen to something without giving it your entire attention, this is known as passive listening. For instance, you may listen to English radio in the background while working on, or you may listen to some other language or your mother tongue language music without paying attention to the lyrics. Passive listening is ineffective since you aren't listening. You are preoccupied with something else, such as work, sleep, or daydreaming, rather than listening to the sounds. You don't expect to suddenly grasp what you're hearing if you listen to it this way, because your attention is somewhere else. Think about it. We don't recall or understand things unless we pay attention to them, even in our own language, mother tongue, or the language of our own. Many individuals, for example, enjoy listening to the radio in their kitchen while they are cooking or when eating breakfast in the morning. Maybe this is something you do as well. However, how much of what you hear do you remember? If you are being honest, not much, because you weren't paying attention to. You could recall a favorite song or something significant that was discussed on the news, but unless you actively try to concentrate on what you are listening to, the majority of it will pass through one ear and out to the other ear. You will not remember, you cannot recall, because you were not paying attention to it. Why do we think doing the same thing in another language will have different result when it happens in our native language or mother tongue? The concept of passive learning appeals to many people because it promises outcome without requiring any effort. But the truth is that it just does not follow through on its promises. If you are wasting time passively listening to learn a language, it's time to stop and start practicing more effectively. Instead, speaking skill or speaking abilities. Most language learners find the thought of speaking their new language intimidating. I know folks who have studied for years and years but have yet to have a conversation in their target language. I understand. It takes a lot of effort to speak a foreign language to a native speaker for the first time. What happens if you make a mistake? Will the fact that you have made a mistake in their language offend them? Will they laugh at you because they believe you are stupid? No one wants to make themselves look like stupid, right? Speaking, in my opinion, is the most effective way to develop your language abilities. Yes, it's frightening at first. However, once you have spoken with a few native speakers, your confidence will quickly grow. Along with hearing, reading, and writing, speaking is one of the 4 language skills. However, in this video, I would like to break down speaking into fluency and pronunciation. Lots of practice is the key to enhancing both elements of your speaking. And for the best outcome, you need to know how to practice and do it frequently. If you merely work on your fluency and pronunciation regularly, you will see the development, but you have to do it regularly. The more time you spend practicing a skill, the better you will succeed at it. So, practice, practice, practice. That's the solution to learn a new language. Practice your listening skill with this video. Just listening to real conversation is very useful for picking up new words and phrases. Watch your friend ordering in a cafe and see if you can answer the question of that video. I want to see your listening skill. So let's do this. So here is the video. I want you to watch and listen.
Hello, what can I get you today?
Hi, can you tell me what vegetarian specials you have on your menu?
We have loads of vegetarian specials today. We have a roast asparagus and potato salad. We have a broccoli and cauliflower pastry and a pea and pasta frittata.
That sounds great. How about desserts?
All our desserts are vegetarian apart from the jelly because that has gelatin in it.
Wow, okay. Thanks. I think I'll go for the pasta dish.
The pea and pasta frittata?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Excellent. And would you like to order dessert now or later?
I think I'll wait a little if that's okay. I might be pretty full.
Excellent. I'll be back with your order shortly.
So students, now you heard all this video. I'm sure you know some of the questions by now if you have listened properly. And for some student, please make a notes. I have told you how to make notes about this video. So now the question is, how many vegetarian dishes did the waiter list? How many vegetarian dishes did the waiter list? I want to see, so all the students raise their hands for this question because it was very easy. This is the most easiest question of this video. Yes, the answer is right. It's 3. 3 vegetarian dishes was ordered by the guest. So, which dessert is not vegetarian? So, students, if you heard it properly, if you heard this properly, you will be able to answer. How many students know which dessert is not vegetarian? Yes. Right, jelly. Jelly is the right answer. Now,